Hey folks, welcome back to MTG Sunday Jank-Off with Ben or Break and AlbinoCheesemonkey, where we play Jank Standard decks in Magic the Gathering arena against each other for your and our entertainment. AlbinoCheesemonkey, what is your deck name and what is its colors?
Hello, Ben or Break. I am playing a deck I call Helga's Friends, and it is my first attempt on Jank-Off at a three-color deck. I am in Bant, blue, white, green.
Okay, so I know the Helga you refer to then. It's also Bant, blue, white, green. Makes sense.
Yes.
I'm playing what Wincons? In Orzhov.
Yes, that's what we'd like to know.
I'm playing what Wincons?
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see. It's a question we must answer together. All right, so let's get into it. For starters, this is just a best of one match, blind. We don't know what we're playing except for what the other person has said. If you want to see each other's starting hands, go pull up the other person's stream. I'm Ben or Break, playing with AlbinoCheesemonkey. Just mute one of our streams, and you should be able to see what both of us are doing. All right, let's get into it. I am going first, and I think I'm keeping.
Yeah, I'll keep two. I don't love it, but you know, I can use it. Always the fear of your mulligan will be worse.
All right, well, I'll try to make your mulligan worse immediately. Let's see what you're working with. Oh,
well, that's
how repulsive. All right, so you have a Mockingbird, which enters the battlefield as a copy of another creature on the battlefield, potentially. You have Royan, who ramps for big spells. You have a Goldvein Hydra, who is a big spell, or small spell, but not a one-drop. All right.
Not the first time it's appeared either.
Well, Duress can only take the mutation, so I take the mutation. But it's good to know that you have a counterspell.
Did you just put on the well-used sleeves?
Yeah, I'm trying them out. It really
nice.
fits the pet rock vibe, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I hate them too much. They can look a little, like, pixelized when they're just sitting there on the battlefield as a small deck. Public Thoroughfare. Okay.
You know, just three-color deck stuff.
It's a budget land.
The beans.
I don't like that.
Yes, you do. You love beans. You've told me.
Yes, but you're my opponent. I'm just gonna have it get lost before you can use it.
Okay.
All right, let's see what else is going on. You've drawn a couple cards. Maybe you'll draw another non-creature. Ooh.
A bean.
Good thing I took that.
Can't wait to copy your creatures. You're clearly playing a lot of them.
Copy your own.
Maybe I will.
Okay, Mockingbird, Hydra. Going strong with the X spells theme. I see.
Yep.
So Tryon makes a bunch of mana. So you would have at least 6 mana, which would be a 5/5 Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
What do I think about that?
I'd like to know.
You know what? You can have your Hydra. I'm just going to give you a little bop with... See, I have a creature. It's my Restless Fortress.
Can't copy that one. He's too fast. He's too squirrely. I can copy this one, though.
You can have as many Llanowar Elves as you want. Blue mana allowing.
But this one's flies, so it's superior.
You can make 2 more.
I'm gonna pop them up. Ooh.
You can
Look at
still
that!
make 2 more.
Is this our first Aether Drift card?
The Willow Rush Verge? I think it is.
Oh, it's here.
Most exciting addition of the new set to me. Enemy color version lands.
I spent rare wild cards on this baby.
I have one of the Orshav versions in my deck also.
Let's do another one so that you can board wipe it.
Board wipes? What board wipes?
This feels like a very board wipey deck. You haven't played any creatures. You've got so much white.
That's racial stereotyping.
I should have known you like books. Such stereotypical white.
Look at this nice book.
Yeah.
I've got an artifact, I've got an enchantment, and I've got lands.
I don't feel comfortable right now.
Why? You have so many creatures.
I'm just gonna go for it. How do I want to do this? Do I just go all in? Might as well, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, bring in that hasty Hydra.
That's a big boy.
That's so hasty. It's also so tapped.
It's true. Surely you won't kill it and give me 10 mana, or you can't exile it. That's not in this game. That's not how this works.
Normally I wouldn't do this, but as a piece of performance art, I'm going to have it get lost.
Okay.
Have your treasures.
This is more treasure than Dragon's Hoard.
I know, don't you love green?
Oh,
Right.
my word.
I drew my card. That gives me 6 mana value in my graveyard, which is enough to collect evidence for a certain card.
What are you gonna cover up?
I want to take beans because I'm jealous, but
Oh.
but I think, and it's also it is a very good card in the matchup. I think I take Repulsive Mutation.
Yeah.
Because the next,
bad.
what if I play another card that I really don't want you to counter? You know?
Not now.
All right,
But,
and let's.
yeah.
The nice thing about Deadly Cover Up is it when you collect the evidence, it also lets me see my opponent's entire deck. So let's look at it, chat. We've got 2 more Repulsive Mutations. Clay Champion, Kayla's Reconstruction, 2 Garrick's
That card's
Uprisings.
cool.
We could just do your deck rundown right now. Troyan, 3 more Troyans, 4 Helgas. There she is, namesake card of the deck. A Realm Breaker, interesting. A Mill Wincon. 3 Tender Wild Guides for more ramp. A 3rd Beastock. Sky Serpent Seeker from Aether Drift. That's a neat little ramp spell.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
An Ingenious Prodigy is an X spell. More Goldbane Hydras as X spells. Land War Elves as ramp. A Market Back Walker for all this big mana that I just gave you. I hope you don't draw that. And lands. Pit of Offerings. Interesting to have Graveyard Hate on your lands.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry to put my my Cheese Monkey friends viewers through all of that. You should have been watching my stream, honestly, because then you could have seen the deck as I went through it.
It's true. Hey, do you want to see my actual personal favorite mana dork?
The Wild Guide, so
It's this
tender.
guy. Yes, and now there's 2.
You gonna copy it with your Mockingbird?
Thinking about it.
Oh, it's a good thing I got my collect evidence off before you played that pit. You'll still take my my sweeper, I assume. But actually, will you?
Target cards.
You can collect from any graveyards.
Yeah, I can. I don't have anything with white mana, but that's fine.
I don't think I do either.
But I could use black mana now if I want.
You can. I mean, Tender Wild Guides do that also.
That's true. What does he cost? 2? Remember when I used to play this card wrong?
I do.
I would always pay 1 extra for things.
I was joking that you should copy it, but maybe you really want 20 mana? Oh, Helga, there she is. All right, I like this book.
That's a nice book.
Oh, that's an interesting card.
How are you gonna win?
What Wincons?
Oh, I get it. I get it now.
No, I have a Wincon.
I guess the same could be asked for me.
I think you might be arriving at a very insightful conclusion. My deck name has two meanings. You're supposed to ask both what Wincons my deck has, and also, by the end of the game, what Wincons your deck has. Okay. I don't think we need to demo field anything of yours. I guess I should have blocked with my Restless Fortress. Let's get card number 4 from my Maze Mind Tome. All right. Just a little life here. Just a little life there.
And there. Full life.
Don't think we need that card. So what does Helga do? Creature spell with mana value 4 or greater. Does great things. Okay.
Well, all of my spells are going to be mana value. Creatures are going to be mana value 4 or greater in this deck, eventually. Is the point. We can talk about that in the deck tech, though.
Okay. Well, I know you have no removal in hand, so I'll just keep bopping in with my little fortress. Ironically, you'll die faster than me.
Haha! This is a card I didn't even know I had. And then I was just looking for stuff, and I was like, that's neat. So we're going to cast it.
Using how many X?
Yes, I could just use all of them. Could go XXX. That's not enough X's. We could do more. All right, let's not tap my dorks, because they're actually what's hitting you right now. Let's do a chill 8. Oh wait, that is all of them. I'm bad at counting. Let's do you know what? Who knows? Let's go for it, right? This is jank. Let's just do it all. Let's go all in.
I don't know about that, man. Okay, look at the top. Put 8.
Oh, that's right. I'm only looking at 7.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
I'm okay.
Pop off.
I'm
King.
okay. I'm okay. It's fine. We're all good. Goodbye, Hydra.
Yeah, some of those hex spells are a little sketch with that effect.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I didn't say some test cards are still in this deck. I like lands so much that I'm going to take yours.
Okay. Go for it. There's a land for you.
Thank you. Goodbye, Sunfall. I'm sure that was your only copy in the whole deck.
Maybe. I don't think we need...
So, any of those lore experts out there, did the sun actually fall? And which one? Because I'm assuming there's a lot.
I think the sunfall referenced in the card art and maybe card text is Heliod. God of the Sun in Theros.
Oh, God of the Sun. Okay. That makes sense. Alright, what are you going to take?
Which is pretty metal, and also a good, a pretty decent metal band. Look it up, Sunfall. They're in the UK.
More metal than a city dropping on top of Atrax and skewering her with a metal beam?
That's pretty metal, too. Not gonna lie.
Literally metal. Yeah.
Yep.
I just learned about that. This is fine. You don't like stuff.
Am I going to mill out
now,
first? No, I won't mill out first.
I actually really like this card a lot from Aether Drift, because for situations like this, I can just ditch it so that I can get another land.
This is a great situation to have a cycling land.
Yeah, especially when it gives you your next land. So at least I won't draw that one.
All right. Well, this could be risky. You could have removal, but I'll
oh, that's right. You have no idea what's in my hand.
I'll try to clock you. Yeah, for the first what feels like the first time in the game.
First time ever. Yeah.
I don't know what my opponent's playing. Anything could happen. It's high noon, Buckaroo. Acceptable.
And he said, "It's elfin time." And then he threw out the elf.
Does Fountain Port make a tapped treasure token? No.
No.
Interesting. Okay, how much mana do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this does it.
Oh, I just realized my stream title still says Wednesday edition. That's not true anymore.
Welcome to Sunday, Buckaroo. GG.
But it's not.
That's new.
But it's not noon.
I have never gotten anyone with high noon kill yet. Because we don't make red mana very easily in this deck.
Oh, there was a big Hydra coming in tapped. Just wait. Just you wait.
Right. We sort of saw what both decks do.
Kinda. I feel like without sideboarding, this is going to be a bit rough for me.
Thankfully, sideboarding exists.
Yeah, sideboarding exists. Who goes first this week?
Oh, no, you're asking me. I don't care. I've got mine up if you want, but...
Okay, let's do that.
All right, folks. This is what Wincons in Orzhov.
I don't
playing control.
Like there are no creatures. There's literally none.
It's a non-creature deck because normally we go against opponents in Standard that have a lot of removal because you need a lot of removal to survive, especially in the first game when you might be against mono red, mice aggro, or burrows, or gruel, or any of the mice combinations they have. Maybe they're going mono black mid range and they have unstoppable slashers and blood letters of Aclazaz that you also have to stop. So everybody's running a lot of removal. We make those dead cards by not having any good removal targets. We're playing control. We're not trying to win with creatures because we don't have any creatures. We are just trying to stop our opponent's creatures with Authority of the Console. Basically turns off haste and turns it into our life gain. Duress. We're not really too worried about creatures because we have so much removal in the rest of the board. Duress is hand disruption to get rid of pesky things like counter spells and card advantage engines like Up the Beanstalk before they can be played. I'm not even going to go through all the removals. Get losses are flexible single target removal, and then we have a lot of sweepers. Deadly Cover-Up is the most notable one, because if you collect evidence, that is, exile 6 mana value worth of cards from your own graveyard, after destroying all creatures, you get to choose a card in an opponent's graveyard, and basically get all copies of it out of their deck and hand. Good stuff. We're removing our opponent's Wincons. The end is a targeted removal spell that also does the same for creatures and planeswalkers. Ancient Vendetta is our new card from Aether Drift. Does basically the same. Virtue Persistence is removal and a possible Wincon. Mighty's Mantle for card draw. High Noon is good against spell swinging decks. Outrageous Robbery can be card draw or a Wincon. We kind of have a mill Wincon. The deck is the kind of joke is that it has no Wincons, but technically we win by having our opponent deck first. We do that with Outrageous Robbery, which is an X spell, as our opponent is playing a lot of spells of, which exiles cards in the opponent's library and lets us play them. Sometimes we just cast this for lethal on a low deck once we've really worn down an enemy with all our little grubby fingers picking through their deck and pulling out their Wincons. We finish them off with Outrageous Robbery and just exile the rest of their deck. Realmbreaker Invasion Tree helps us get there while also ramping us. The ramp helps us cast the robberies. These are all good cards. So that's right, folks. We're playing Realmbreaker Mirror. With that, let's see what realms our opponent is breaking.
I'll admit, my Realmbreaker is less about milling out the person and more about stealing their lands from them.
I want to do both.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into Helga's friends. Who are these friends? Well, I'll tell you, Helga's friend is any creature with an X cost.
I see a lot of those.
Including one new one from Aether Drift that I'd be playing more of, but I only own one copy. So the idea is big mana, big spells.
That sounds so appealing. I love it.
Yeah. This is a very X-rated deck.
Oh,
so many X's. So we've got the Elf, Market Back Walker is a new card. It's pretty cool. I haven't invested a lot of resources into Aether Drift yet, but I did get some rares from my initial packs, including this one. And I thought it was neat because it's basically a card that I love cards that you get value when they die. It's kind of one of my favorite things in card games. So I know Ben and I have talked off camera about like how we deal with all the removal in the meta. His solution, you see, is to just not have things to remove. My solution is, fine, if you're going to remove it, I'll get something out of it. And this is one of those cards. Of course, I'm weak to exile, unfortunately. But this card is cool, and it draws cards when it dies. And, you know, that's like one of your favorite things to do when one of your favorite things happens.
I was afraid for you casting this thing for like X equals 10 after I killed that Hydra.
Well, maybe not, because you can mill out my deck. That's your whole point, right?
Well, yeah, but it gives you a lot of material to win the game before I can do that. I'm not very fast at milling. I don't have Jade's Perfected Mind. I don't have Mindbreaker Mech. I don't have River Turn Monument is a new Aether
I would
card.
play more copies if I did, and I'm not sold on it as a staple. So I'm not going to spend too many of any of my rare wild cards on it. But I think it's neat that I got one, and so it's here. Ingenious Prodigy is sort of in the same case. I only have one of these. But I think he's nifty and neat, and I think he would also work in Under the Radar. I did consider running him in Under the Radar, but it required too much setup. But in this case, I could just dork out the X costs with my dorks. And then Mockingbird is just such a fun card. It's like, usually I use it to steal other people's stuff, you know, when they have creatures. Because nothing makes me happier than when they drop their mouse turn 1, and then I said, haha, but I have it too, but mine is flying. So it just makes everything slightly better when you steal it from people because it flies. And we all know that the realm of the sky is far superior to the realm of earthbound mortals. Hydra is actually a win condition in this deck. I actually don't want to cast this one early. Me wanting to cast this early in Dragon's Horde is kind of weird. Or not Dragon's Horde, Snake Food. It's kind of weird. If I ever did Dragon's Horde as a red-green, he would be in it too. I love this card. This card's cool.
Very scary if you don't have Authority of the Conflict.
Yeah, I was. If he didn't end me there, I was threatening to drop it as a 2020. So.
Excellent card versus control.
Tender Wildguard's my favorite mana dork. I think he's cute. I think he's neat. I like that you can offspring him to get more. I almost never tap him for the 1/1 counter. I think about it sometimes. It's kind of funny that he turned into my beater last in the test game.
Yeah, three whole wild guides.
Yeah. Up the Beanstalk is
my favorite
a card that draws cards, and in this game, all of my spells will be mana cost 5 or greater when I have, 6 mana.
Well, not Llanowar Elves. I don't think you have any way of boosting.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. This card's cool. I'm experimenting with it. I didn't actually get any of these. I'm much more willing to craft uncommons. I was looking for cool ramps. I saw this. I made them. I put them in the deck. They were neat. The thing I like about them is that they're flying death touches. So if you're playing an aggressive creatures deck, people are like, well, I can't let that live, and they waste their removal on it. Or they say, well, I can't attack into that. And then while they figure out how to deal with it, you're at 4 mana, and then you get 2 more. So he's been pretty neat. I like him. I think his card art's neat too. That's important to me. If I'm the type of person that if I have the choice between 2 similar cards and one is better but one is slightly worse with better art, I'll probably pick the slightly worse one with better art.
Let the jank flow.
Yeah, exactly. Repulsive Mutation. This is so that people don't touch my stuff unless they touch my Repulsive Mutation.
Yeah, that's why I got rid of that first.
This is a neat counterspell. I think it's cool. I think it. I don't really. I love the flexibility of it. I kind of I don't love. I know some people do, but I don't love the counter spells that say unless your opponent, spends the X mana to cancel it. But on this one, I get to decide what that number is, and I just put it at one higher than what they have available.
The counters begins.
Yeah, and the counters are useful because when we get to Helga, you'll see. Garrick's Uprising is also kind of beans, but this works just as well as beans in my deck, honestly, just because of the way that so I try to get the beans out first, and then I get the Uprising out. And it's kind of a 1-2 wombo combo because this is a very creature heavy deck, and once I get past 5 or 6 mana, all my creatures are 4 power or greater and cost 5 or more. So it's kind of just more. It's more. Also, I have the neat bonus sheet art version, which is cool. This is Helga before Helga was cool. And this is Helga. I guess I should say more. The thing I like about her is that because I'm running 4 copies of Helga and this, I can use this to ditch my extra legendaries for something else, which is always so nice. But I do run 4 because I want them both pretty badly in this deck. So the thing that makes Troyan nice is that Troyan works with all spells with X in their mana cost, not just creatures. Helga is the reason this deck exists. I'm going to go on a quick diatribe. Many people like to jank in many different ways, myself included. One of my favorite ways to jank is take a card that was clearly printed with Commander in mind and say, forget you, I'm making a constructed deck. And that's why this deck exists.
All right, this is AlbinoCheesemonkey's Helga Commander deck in Standard.
I don't have a Helga Commander deck, and I probably won't have one because I don't play Commander. But I think she's cool, and I enjoy trying to build decks around these 3 color cards because it gives you a nice. I think restriction inspires creativity in many ways. So when you're trying to build a deck around a card with 3 different colors of mana that does some pretty neat stuff, and is cool overall in flavor, in my opinion. I know it's not your style, Ben, but I do like cute animal cards. Hence why I started playing Magic. I was the target audience for Bloomburrow, and it succeeded because here I am. And I think Helga's neat because Helga just does a lot and enables a lot. And the neat thing about it is, this deck doesn't focus on getting counters, but say you do counter something with a repulsive mutation, she's there to grab the counters, which is cool because the more powerful she gets, the more you can ramp with her. So she's a scaling threat. Many people recognize that, so she doesn't stick around for long, but that's kind of how things go. Groundbreaker, this is a test card that never made it out of the main board. I'll probably end up sideboarding it out. I wanted more land, so I was like, the lands in my deck are not enough. I want your lands too. Well,
you're only running 23. Just run more lands instead of Groundbreaker.
Yeah, that's true. I would go up more on the cost here, but I don't play lands from hand a whole lot. I would probably put Clifftop Lookouts in the 3 slot here.
Yeah, those are neat cards. As seen in maybe episode 4 of...
It was last week you had some, wasn't
it? No, last week was no Clifftops. Last week I was playing Golgari Landfall.
Right. Oh, Kicking Butts. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I can look up very quickly what it was at some point, but...
This is a neat card. Don't cast it for 8 mana because it only draws 7, and also read your cards, kids.
Chaos Construction?
Yeah.
But so what I'm confused about is how it's good in your deck.
It plays a lot of creatures, but that's a good point.
But they're mana value 3 or less.
All of the cards are mana value 3 or less for the most part.
Right, but then you put in your gold vein hydra for X equals 0, so it comes in as 0,
It's
0.
true. That was kind of dumb. Yeah.
You put in your mockingbirds, and they're 1 mana value flyers at best.
We're moving on.
Oh, okay.
We're moving on.
Just a question.
Is it a test card that ended up sticking in the main deck when I should have taken it out? Maybe.
More like Kayla's deconstruction, am I right?
Yeah, exactly. This card's cool. This is a Wincon I found that works well in Bant and does all of the things for an X cost. And when I cast it, it usually comes in at roughly 11/11 and does a lot of cool stuff.
Brothers War, my favorite set. Good stuff.
Yeah. Lands are all about getting all of the 3 colors. And that's about it.
Yeah, I'm glad to see no creature lands. That's why I have 4 demolition fields in my board.
Yeah.
We have a lot of our answers as sorcery speed, so it's nice to have something instant speed.
But yeah, I think this is a deck that'll get slightly better after sideboarding.
All right. With that said, shall we continue to our best of 3 where sideboarding is on?
We will. We will.
All right. Send the challenge. All right, for folks just tuning in, I am playing Orzhov What Wincons? Well, these Wincons, but not very many. And we just finished our best of 1 blind match in this Jank-Off, and we're going to a best of 3 now that we know what each other's decks are, to determine who is the master of this week's Jank.
I'll send the challenge, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, the number of times this deck's win con is to start ramping, get to 6 mana by turn 3, and then have the other person concede because they assume that they've lost. But they don't know. Actually,
Well,
I've had them concede
news.
when they see the Gold Vein Hydra.
Gold Vein Hydra, that is a card I'm scared of in your deck. Maybe it's most scared of. I need to have answers for it.
Well, pre-sideboarding, it is the most threatening card for sure. It is the win condition. Okay.
Oh, I don't. This is a sketch hand. I think we still keep. I guess I shouldn't announce until my opponent makes their decision.
I'll keep it.
All right, I'll keep. Here comes a card that's not very good in the matchup, I don't think, but it might have a good target. Yes, that is what I was hoping for. Phew.
My beans!
All right, that was what I was worried about.
How dare you?
Beans versus book.
However, you did fix my mana for me.
I mean, fix away. I'm just going to read my book, you know.
I just noticed that it actually turns the dual colors. Look at that.
Yeah.
Good job to the designer who did that.
All right, buckle up for a long game, folks. We're playing Control versus Ramp. I honestly like those matchups.
Yeah, it should be fun. I'm just trying to think. What do I want exiled or killed, if anything?
Control versus Ramp, folks, it's a good matchup often because it gives both decks a chance to show what they want to do. Ramp has time to get to its big bombs, and Control has time to establish control of the game state without getting run over by hyper aggro. So I like that.
Really, the thinking man's magic.
It's possible we shouldn't have played that there, but we'll be okay.
What, you or me?
Me.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you're fine. You're thriving.
I am interested in what? Let's do this.
Okay.
And that's instant speed, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, we learn.
I'm just gonna do this.
Haha! I knew it.
I'm honestly not happy about seeing Realm Breaker. I guess we keep that.
Okay. Okay. We're cooking now. Now we're cooking.
I should have played another thing. I should have played one of these. Or one of these.
So tense.
I'm just chilling. We're just playing some chill magic.
Okay, maybe I'm just tense.
We're having a great time.
Just playing cards.
Learning to instant speed as Realm Breaker. I guess we do this. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm actually going to take both. Enjoy your Clay Champion. It's gonna be a big one.
Yeah, if I could get green mana and white mana, maybe I'm hoping
You don't.
for.
I mean, you can spend all your mana is either green or white, right? Oh no, these are all blue currently.
No, those are all blue. Yeah.
I see. Well, I have white mana for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. What am I gonna do?
I wonder if we have an answer for Realm Breaker main board. I don't think we do.
Well, I don't have a counter spell.
Here's none.
So let's do 1, 2.
Wait, how many Clay Champions does he have in his deck, chat? Just one? Okay.
Just one, yeah.
All right. We keep that. I think we just draw immediately. Good draw. Didn't really need to Wrath there, but I just want to make absolutely sure I get the repulsive mutations out of the way as soon as possible. And Deadly Cover-Up is my only card. No, it's not actually my only card, but it's one of the only cards I have that can do that. Because we don't run our own counter spells.
The end can't do it, right?
The end cannot. Only creature planeswalker on that.
Man, this deck has too many lands. 23 is just overbearing.
Well, there's another one for you. I don't think we need these.
I love how I like to say that so that I can mana screw the next game, because that's how this works.
Indeed.
I feel bad. I always pet your rock. I never pet my dog. Here you go, buddy.
Why does it have like a green mist coming off it?
The dog? What form is the
Does it
dog
do
in
that?
for you? Because he's in his metal armor for me.
Oh, I don't see any metal armor.
Are you in
Yeah,
the
I'm not
green
crazy.
dog form?
It's like a blackish wolf with a bone and a
So that
pot
if you-
and green
if-
gas coming
if
off
you-
it.
If you click the dog's dog bone bowl, he has many different forms. I keep him in his metal armor form for the most part.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Does he change for you when you click his bowl?
I don't know. I have pets turned off, so he's just sleeping. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. I found a Wincon.
You might.
And here's another Wincon. Normally I might play more cautious than this, but This is a fun janky game. So here's my Virtue of Persistence. I don't think you have any answers for it, main board.
So if I were to put a Praetor in this deck, what would it look like?
Well, Children is the most notable one. But
Okay.
there's at least one of every color in Standard right now from this set. Helga. I don't like that because Helga says draw a card on her. And that's not what I want you to do yet.
Mm.
You can draw cards once I get rid of the scary things in your deck. I don't mind if you're drawing Llanowar Elves. I think my own Helga doesn't really do anything.
Have you ever seen so much mana in a game of Standard?
Oh, he's only a 2/2? I thought he'd come in as a 4/4. I don't know why.
I think there's a 3 for each.
Should have picked
I mean,
Troy.
how?
All right. We have enough mana to do that and that. And maybe this. Cash in our life. Neat, that's exactly what I wanted. Yep, okay, this is a good way to get rid of your draw card. So now you should just be left with Beans, Kayla's Reconstruction, and 1 Garrick's Uprising. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That lets my little mite attack unopposed.
The little mite who could. Oh me, oh may, oh me, oh
And
might.
We once again both found our Realm Breakers.
In the face tonight.
Stop milling my deck, man. That's my job. How many
Yeah,
cards
that
do I
might
have
be a
left?
problem for you.
21?
Not a lot.
This is 39.
Ooh, I like this. I'm gonna take that one.
Oh, I don't like that.
Okay.
It's okay. We've got some good answers, chat. We've got some things going on. I'm just going to start with forcing my opponent's hand here.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll take the fish.
Okay.
On fishing. Yes, please thin my deck. I only have 6 lands left in the deck. Oh wait, no, that's not true. I have a lot more than 6. 6 basic lands.
Oh, you milled all mine
I
already.
know.
All right, let's see. We go attacking.
There's no reason to block that.
We play one of these. I guess I should have drawn a card first. Maybe I shouldn't be drawing so many cards. But what am I saying? It's Magic the Gathering. You draw cards. That's what you do.
Yeah. You draw those cards. What do we get this time? Sunken Citadel. Play and choose a color, add 1 mana chosen, 2 mana chosen color, and activate abilities of land sources. Motion field. I'll take that.
I missed a timing to do something.
What do you have? Should I just demolition field your demolition field? Oh, no. Let's... Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. I know I could do this at instant speed, but I just don't want to give you the opportunity to use that.
Yeah, unfortunately, if I demo field your demo field, then my demo field's in the graveyard, and you can just get back my next demo field, and then it's just too many demo fields. You know, my Merrick's is toast eventually, no matter what. So I've got my Merrick's tokens. Nicely done with the Realm Breaker.
Nicely done with the mana dorks and the ramping. That's impressive. It feels like I'm facing my own deck.
What Wincons? Oh, that's a nice draw.
Just you wait. I'm gonna find some more creatures for you to kill, and then you'll be sorry.
I await eagerly.
You might be in danger.
I might. I acknowledge that. But my army grows.
Oh, I should have blocked. That's on me.
It's okay. It matters not.
Haha! Look out. It's a chump blocker. The best kind. Let me read this, because I don't actually have any of these. Murex. Add mana, color activate only if this land entered this turn. Create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature token with Toxic 1. And this creature can't block. Okay.
Finally get to use my Realm Breaker. Oh, I clicked the wrong ability. I don't have any Praetors I want to go sacrifice for.
For those watching, remember that you can, if you want to see what's in Ben's much larger hand, you can check out his stream.
Please
on
do.
Twitch
Ben
or
or
YouTube.
Break. Twitch.tv at Ben or Break. And also Ben or Break on YouTube. And yeah, I think 28 life points is enough. I can pay 1 to make a fish.
Okay.
I was hoping to mill a big critter from your deck, but all your creatures are uniquely bad, it feels like. Because they all require X mana to be spent on their
They all require X mana, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Haha, you found my strategy. Play creatures nobody wants to steal. Who could have thought of that? I'm gonna get rid of your mites at this point.
You might.
Because at this point, I think I want to be the one with mites. Assuming I survive. I hope you're terrified of Goldmine Hydra.
I don't think you have enough mana to one-shot me.
No, unfortunately not. Plus, you could just remove it. Alright, what else do we get here? Ooh. Okay. I think we're playing each other's decks right now.
Yeah.
It just dawned on me.
Magic of Realm Breaker. My deck has some random land Wincons, and we both have cards that take each other's lands. Today, on episode 7 of the Sunday Jank-Off, we play each other's decks.
That's right. Oh, okay. Well,
my opponent has Restless Fortresses and Phyrexian Mites, and I have Llanowar Elves and Trojans and Clay Champions.
Okay. See, here's the problem is, well, the Mite can't block. Oh, nope. You're gonna destroy your own Restless Fortress?
I don't want you to gain the life. So, do you have a blocker? No, I'm not worried about 1 life or 1 toxic. Okay, I have at least 5 powers worth of attackers.
Oh, you know what? I should have pumped it up. All right.
I don't think it would matter, but
how come your mites can't block? Why are you telling me that?
Because you didn't ask. You're the one playing with my cards.
That's right. Nope, no, Christian Hill. This is the Sunday Jank-Off with AlbinoCheesemonkey and I, Break, and this is episode 7. Check out the VODs if you want to see the kind of jank we brew up, and it's usually pretty janky.
GG. Beaten to death with Llanowar Elves.
Yeah, cool deck, man.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll play
great
mine
deck.
for game 2.
I love the bill-based win condition.
Okay, well, I got a lot of changes I have to make. You've convinced me to keep Realmbreaker Tree in. No, I will say that.
No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't have it main board. You should keep it against me, but you shouldn't have it main board.
No, yeah, I know. Right. Let's do some stuff. Let's anything else in here that's just okay. Or that. Less of this. You don't have creatures to steal. I put these in here just in case I faced a deck where I couldn't really use my creatures for ramp. So let's see if that was a good idea.
Okay, folks,
And
I think this is what
then-
we're going with. Not a lot of changes.
I'm making a lot of changes. I basically the way I built this sideboard, and to be fair, I haven't tested it a whole lot. Oh, you know what? Oh, that might be uniquely good against your deck. Oh, let's put that in. Let's put that in. And I'll go. I hate to do it, but I'm going to go down on these. All right, this is a different deck. A whole new deck. You got to see my whole deck. In fact, you played it.
All right, let's see what we've got here.
Excuse me. I meant to hit the mute button, and that was not the mute button.
Ooh,
interesting.
This is an interesting hand.
Do I keep this, though?
I think we can just keep. What's the worst
I'll
that could
keep
happen? It's a loose keep. I'm not confident in it. Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
No, I'm in the same boat.
Removes one thing we have to worry about, which is Hasty Goldvein Hydra. Our mana is perfect.
Let's start with the namesake of the deck. How about that?
Probably a good start. Thank you for the life. Let's start with repulsive mutation or repulsive mutation.
Think I'll ever get one?
You've got two?
Maybe.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe. These. Oh, I think I misread my mana base there. Oh, that's okay. I can fix it.
Yeah. Fetch Plains or Island. You'll be fine. Oh, you needed two. Oh, are you offspring? What are you doing?
Yeah.
You don't need double green for it.
I got it mixed up with Kicker. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you.
You only needed one green and you had two because of Public Thoroughfare.
I'll be fine. Everything's fine.
Okay. It's true. You will be fine. I'm just gonna take care of this while you don't have Counterspell up.
Aha, it was a trick. I hate her.
Okay, you have two
I
left.
can't say that. That was so mean. I gotta
look at
edit
what
that
else
out.
you have. O'Hare Kaslem, Deepest Growth. Okay, we don't want that to die. That's new.
Yeah, I'm trying another. It's no Pakpatik, but...
Kaslem. All right, Silverback Elder. A little bit scary. I love the monkey.
I know, me too. That's why I crafted one, because of you. And I was like, that could be Helga's friend.
Trigon Predator. That's Artifact or Enchantment Hate. Realmbreaker
is.
remains in Paw Patch Formation. 3 Beanstalk still. Enigma Jewel, Analyze of Pollen. Bushwhack. Oh, why Bushwhack? I'm confused.
There was a reason. It was in my head.
You were expecting me to steal your creatures and then you could bushwhack them?
No. It's because it was the particular 1-mana ramp spell that I chose because my Llanowar elves can't stay alive.
But it's not actually a ramp spell. It just
Mana fix. Sorry.
I guess it's better at fixing mana than elves. That's for sure.
Yeah. And you tend to just kill my elves, so.
I try. Well, I mean, I don't actually care. Elves just kind of die accidentally versus a sweeper deck.
I gotta be a bit more careful. I feel like I'm playing in a minefield. That's how it should go, right? When you're playing a deck like yours.
Don't mind me. I'm just playing control.
You have
so gutsy.
such exploration.
No attacks?
No attacks.
Interesting.
Okay, now attacks.
Okay, some attacks. Yep. Oh, I see you like loot.
Not that one.
Looting, drawing, and discarding.
Interesting.
I forget which card that was originally named after.
I don't know.
I know there's like Faithless Looting, but a Merfolk Looter. But I think there's an even older card that the loot mechanic was named after. Okay, so you're holding up 6 mana. 6 mana, pumped into your counter spells, puts 4 counters on something. 4 counters on something gives you a 6 power creature at most. Acceptable. Right, folks, I think we got to do it this way.
Let's see. 1, 2.
Probably should have played this out first. I don't think it matters.
Hold on, I did that wrong. Try that. Make sure I'm doing this right.
All right. You've countered my Sunfall.
It happened. We did it.
You got a lot of power on board. Not a full swing. Why could that be? Trigon Predator. I don't like seeing that. My Authority of the Consoles. I don't think you like seeing this, though.
What is it? Oh, the second one.
Second Sunfall.
Second Sunfall. I'm going to draw a card and hope it's a land so I can ditch it immediately. Nope, I needed that. That was dumb.
Cheese monkey, no! You just ditched the monkey. What were you hoping to accomplish?
That was a choice. All right.
You're just milling yourself faster.
I'm not on top form. I'll do, it's fine.
You fool, what have you done? It's fine. I probably have an answer for it in hand. And that's a big one.
Yep.
I only have a 6/6. I attack in.
Now, for those keeping track at home, 6 is less than 11. However, 2 mana exile is infinitely more than 11.
I don't think we need another of those. Infinitely more? Sounds like less, to be honest.
I just kind of feel like exile is like nothing, which in my brain is infinite, but that's a whole philosophical thing that we don't need to get into. What was I looking for? I was looking in my graveyard, but I don't remember why.
Yeah, most of your cards.
There are no answers. There are no answers in there.
Answers lie not with.
Oh,
the
that's
dead.
right. That's right. My mistake was that Clay Champion is an artifact, and Boy, I sure have a lot of lands in this deck, huh?
Well, you're holding 2 cards. Let's see if one of them's a counterspell. Time to cast a spell I love. We outrageously rob. Oh, this is good stuff, man.
What did you get? I want to know.
I'll show you. Let's see here.
Okay.
Let's bushwhack.
Uh-huh.
You gave me my favorite card.
Oh, you love that card.
I love that card. Okay, and then let's play one of your X spells. Drawing a card with Beanstalk.
Ooh, I'm dead. Because the 2 cards in my hand are lands.
You kept 2 lands in hand. A smart individual. GG. What Wincons?
Yeah, I don't know.
I was worried about that first game.
Thankfully, this is always the problem with when they make superhero movies where the villain has the same power as the hero. Is like, if that actually happened, I feel like the hero would have a huge advantage because they've been themselves for a lot longer.
I need to restart my game because I can't see my sideboard because of the usual sideboard bug, but it'll be
Sure.
in just a moment. So,
Sure, let's try that again.
One more?
I want to try that one more time, yeah. And then if we have time after that, I made a couple of changes. By a couple of changes, I added the 1 card to Dragon Sword, so I want to try that again because I had a lot of fun with that last time.
Oh yeah, the Colligon Warmonger.
And not to say that I don't love Helga's friends, because I do, and her friends are great. It just needs work.
And anyone who's ever said otherwise is clearly slandering her.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, send the challenge.
But I will give her another go right now.
Man, I'm kind of hoping you don't get Realm Breaker this game. Surely you won't. It's a one of.
I didn't in game 2, so.
Yeah, that was nice. I appreciated that you didn't get Realm Breaker.
I thought I had sideboarded Gulta, which is what I was also looking for, but turns out I didn't. Also would have helped if I didn't ditch my monkey for absolutely no reason.
Like I said, I would have answered it, but sometimes I don't have the answer, And that's a very good card.
All right, this is what we'd like to see.
What do y'all think of little propellers on the new Aether Drift map?
I barely noticed them.
I hate them.
Oh. Is that the common wisdom?
I have heard it expressed by more people than me.
Oh. I barely noticed them because I'm usually looking at the board.
Okay. How likely are you to cast that next turn? Probably not too likely if I get rid of this. I like adventure cards. Then again, I wasn't around for the original Throne of Eldraine, where I heard it was really OP in Standard, but... Oh, he's ramping, folks. We don't really want
ramp.
to see both of these in our starting hand at all, but that's what we've drawn.
I'm just gonna do another one.
How many elves is too many elves?
I don't know. It was 3.
Three's a lot of elves. Okay.
One of them's flying though,
That's a
so
good
clearly
draw.
that's the superior elf.
Very impressive elf. An elf druid bird. Why didn't you attack last round? Maybe you're holding up an instant? What could be going on?
Yeah, that's weird.
Maybe you're trying to spook me. Just trying to intimidate me a bit. Interesting. Another 2 mana left up. What could it mean?
Yeah, that was really sus the way that I...
That would be
clicked through
repulsive if you had a mutation up. It'd also be repulsive if you were bluffing.
You know what? We haven't gotten to see a lot of the stuff in my deck. It's mostly just been lands. Which is part of the reason I wanted to go again.
All 23 of them.
Yeah.
But surely you
Ooh.
would have cast something if you had it.
I like this card. Alright, I'm gonna go in with the Hydra.
Okay, it's got vigilance, so no real cost in doing so.
I'm gonna cast this.
I don't like that.
And see what happens.
Well,
so of all the Llanowar elves arts, which one is your favorite? Oh, that one's a bird.
I mean, of the 2 in Standard, definitely Foundations. I don't know all the other old ones. Begins, but you don't get a land out of it.
No, unfortunate. Let's do this.
Resolves. Not like I have counter spells anyway.
Oh, now I got an idea for
We can just do this.
a deck that uses Enduring Vitality to turn all your creatures into dorks, and then everything has Vigilance, so you can still attack with them. That'd be janky. Oh, you found it. You found it. Ladies and gentlemen, you got it.
If I had untapped mana last turn, I could have cast something I didn't want countered. But
I also forgot to use my tree there. Oh well.
yeah, last turn the auto tapper tapped you out of blue mana, so
I've been trying to avoid it, but it's tricky. I'm not used to trying to work around it, and I hate how it gives away that I'm clearly scheming.
yeah, it doesn't want to tap your elves if it can help it. But you need non-elf mana to cast mutation.
Yeah. What do I... Okay, so that only costs that much, so let's do that.
You love those Tender Wild Guides.
I really do. I think it's a good mana dork. I'm not wrong. Let's send in the troops.
Clowns. Restless Fortress is kind of expensive to activate, so I don't block.
You're giving me a lot of wiggle room here.
Oh, it's control. I'm still above half health. I'm just really hoping you didn't draw a second mutation. I'd be in trouble
You're
if you
tapped
were.
out, aren't
Yeah.
you? 1, 2.
It's a gamble. I'm gambling. You drew it. Wow.
I did, yeah.
Am I literally dead? I don't think so. No, I'm not.
No. Not quite.
But this could be rough. We try again. I still have the evidence to collect again. What I was going to try to take last time was repulsive mutation.
Mm-hmm.
But you drew one before I could get to it. And now I could take Garrick's Uprising, but I still think your third mutation is the most worrying thing you could have. We'll just have to deal with your card advantage in other ways.
Yeah, you can finally see why I only have 23 lands. I got some spells this time, which has been nice.
Missing a lot of land drops, though. Although I've been missing land drops also.
I haven't really needed them. I've cast everything I wanted.
That's true.
I guess the Hydra would have been bigger, but that's about it. Well, you know what's in my hand. I could just play it. Let's go ahead and just go get the white mana. No secrets between friends here.
No secrets after Deadly Cover-Up, at least. Alright, that should hopefully stabilize with the life gain. Let's get a bit more here. And start our clock.
I have not milled any of your lands.
No.
Huh.
The bottom half of my deck must be all lands, because I've not drawn a lot of lands either.
We can only hope. Alright. I don't want to give you 2 life, but I want more stuff. Well, we finally get to see Helga do stuff. Problem is she's not in the command zone. I think that's her real weakness.
I don't want to do this, but you almost have lethal on me, so you have to take a turn off to just wipe your board.
Hey, give me the good stuff.
No.
Give me the good stuff.
There's some lands.
It's not the good stuff, though.
You looking for my Murex? My Fountain Port?
Yeah, well, the Fountain Port would be nice.
Another one.
How many Fountain Ports? I've only seen one. How many Fountain Ports were you running? I don't remember.
2. I believe 2. I have a gift for you. If this were a Bloomburrow spell, it'd be gift your opponent 2 maps.
Get lost. This is your punishment.
We want these to draw the cards in our hand later, folks, but this is what we've got to work with.
Well, this might help.
Yeah, I don't like you surveilling.
I like that card.
I don't like the keeping either.
Now, this is why, for situations just like this, 1, 2.
Uh-oh. Is this Hanger Backwalker?
No.
Could it be Kayla's? It's Kayla's. Okay, let's watch it. Let's see if it whiffs.
Got a frog.
It's 7-mana Helga right there.
That's the best Helga you've ever seen. I was hoping for a monkey, but here we are. Oh wait, no, this is game 1.
Yeah, you don't have monkeys anymore,
that's
I don't
board,
think.
yeah.
Okay, well I have more health than you now. Sorry, more life points.
Ribbit, mofo. Hold on. Let me, I have an idea.
Oh yeah, you're gonna bigger Helga has bigger mana. Use those maps.
And they do cost 1, so when I hit, like I am, I will be getting it back.
7 mana.
There, she did it! She did the thing! We did it! Ladies and gentlemen.
Drew a card.
Helga drew a card and I gained 1 life. Don't forget.
No, I won't forget that.
All right.
I think we just have to play this. Sure, we'll keep that. Maybe we shouldn't have, but I think we'll have what we need.
I'm
oh
just
right,
gonna keep using the trade.
I forgot about that. It doesn't really matter what we did, so keeping was still the right move. This is gonna be a rough one, man. This Realm Breaker. I don't have any mainboard answers to it. I can't remove it. I should have adapted to the new artifact meta, but this deck was created before Aether Drift came out.
Are we ready to see more Helga? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Pop off,
5,
King.
6, 7. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm getting to play my X-Cost cards. My deck is doing the thing. My deck is doing the thing.
Your deck's so
Oh, it's
X-rated.
happening. So many X-Costs. So much Sunfall material. And I get to play this for the first time? I mean, that's an early game card, but at least we get to see it.
Yeah, thanks for the life.
I'm just excited that I get to cast spells, that's all.
Oh, I almost
Can you
made it
blame
back
me?
up to 20 health.
Just you wait till those Trigons come back. Oh, that's outrageous. I bet you got all my best stuff, didn't you?
No.
Okay. That's good to hear.
No. So how much power do you have on board?
A lot.
You have lethal.
Yeah, I do. 17. 18, if you include the exhaustibility.
Oh.
You do like beans.
Your beans have betrayed you. They just drew me into
no.
exactly what I needed.
No!
And draw me
Your
another
wine
card.
beans! Wine beans! It's not so bad. All you have to do is keep from looking down. Oh, look, Troyan. She's in that deck. Oh, you get to try this guy servant.
I might need it as a win con, though.
Too late. Let's just cast stuff. Resolve. Resolve.
So you're down to 26 cards. I have 18.
Listen, man, I met my win con already. Did you see Helga do stuff? It was great.
That's a fun con, not a win con.
I mean, they're the same synonyms to me. That's why I'm the Jank King. I always win because I always have fun.
Those are actually really wise words, chat. Heed them. I don't know if you have any particularly good goodies in your
no,
deck,
that's
though.
not till we sideboard. I mean, you ever just like build the front end of a deck and then forget the back end?
No. I mean, yeah, actually, I built the back end of a deck, but forgotten the front end.
That's right. Kicking butts.
That's my
Episode 5.
Hello, Maddox. How are you doing? Enjoying the jank? We are playing
Yeah.
Helga's Friends versus Horjov What Wincons.
Now, don't be fooled. I'm playing the Helga deck.
Yes, we can steal our opponent's Wincons. That's allowed. I've got this Helga, this Skyscraper Seeker, this Beanstalk. This Phyrexian incubate token is kind of made out of my opponent's creatures in a way.
And I don't understand what this deck is that you built with Helga and the beans and the authority and the virtue of how many colors are you in?
Well, it looks like we're playing 4.
Okay.
Are
you gonna do the exhaust?
Exhaust?
It is really nice. Yeah. Exhaust the snake. It thins your deck.
Can I do it at instant speed? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I want to do this first.
Also, I'm baiting you into making your deck smaller.
It won't matter.
Oh, right. Oh, right, because that thing. Yeah, never mind. There you go.
I'll activate the exhaust before we're done.
Yeah, just so we can see it. Look, it's got its own animation and everything.
All right, Wincons assembled.
You don't have like a gain 3 health land in your deck, do you?
Nope, no gain lands at all. You can surveil or scry maybe.
I believe you.
GG.
That was close. I almost had him.
Realm Breaker, always making me sweat. It's weird. I'm kind of the mill Wincon deck versus the creature beatdown, but then suddenly this madman's busting out a mill card in his creature deck, and I have to become the creature beatdown. I clicked done before I was ready. I misclicked.
Oh boy, that's good. Sounds good.
I
like that.
It's not that bad. I have most of what I need main board. I just don't have a Realm Breaker answer main board, which I'm unhappy about.
I
wish when you're just on the loading screen for sideboarding, you can just say, "Oh, back. I want to change something."
Yeah, the oops button.
I don't see any particular reason why that shouldn't be there.
All right.
It's more than once.
As you know, this is an aggressively sideboarding matchup.
As you know, I've neglected to sideboard this matchup.
Well, the way I built the sideboard, or at least attempted to, was to, this is such a creature-heavy deck. I mean, it's kind of the whole point. But I put cards in that help me pivot away from creatures a little bit, if I need to. And it's, it's a thing. What I want.
I do like playing control decks where you can win in the very long game. So your starting hand is just kind of okay, do I survive? Do I get run over? I don't need to try to win with my starting hand. I just need to survive with my starting hand. I like that dynamic.
What's your favorite 2-mana dork? Or do you just hate 2-mana dorks?
Scrap Gorger. Phyrexian Scrap Gorger.
I have no idea what that is. Sounds cool, though.
I played some copies in the sideboard of my Cynic Butts deck from episode 4, I believe. It's Graveyard Hate on a mana dork.
I believe it was called Fecund Butts.
Fecund Butts, yeah.
I just love the idea of Offspring on a mana dork. It just makes me happy.
I like the idea of having my mana dork do something besides mana.
No, that's their life's purpose.
It also turns into a 3/3 after you hate on graveyards enough.
You're tapped. No, you've got
totally tapped out.
Authority of the councils, man.
Totally tapped out. Nothing I can do.
Yeah, but you got authority of the councils, so it doesn't even matter.
Slam that Hydra.
Well, if I can get him above 4, it's worth it, actually. And I can, so. 2, 3, 4, because Helga will activate. 4, 5. Yep, that's right.
Yep. Draw a card.
So this is what the deck is supposed to do, in case you were wondering, Ben. I'm supposed to have turn 4, 5/5, 2/4 mana dork. And smashy.
I'm supposed to keep you from doing that.
That's right. We're all doing. Thank you. I treasure our friendship.
Me too. Although I risk it by playing control.
You picked the right person to play against.
I'm glad. Don't worry. We won't be doing control next week, folks. I already know what I'm playing next week.
What do I want? Yeah, I mean, you should just give me 5 treasures, so why not?
Pop off, king. Your prodigy, so ingenious.
And the beans. I think that's the first beans trigger for me today.
Yeah, aside from the one that comes from ETB. But yeah. I don't love that. Okay.
Have you seen a Genius Prodigy a lot?
Not in Standard. It's high noon,
tends
partner.
to be the theme. That tends to be the theme of my decks.
High Noon is a card that should come out in sideboarding versus your deck. I just have it in as a 1-0 versus aggro decks and especially prowess. But, oh hey, you have enough mana to do the thing.
I do. But I'll remember that it can be done at instant speed.
Indeed.
The Prodigy is so smart. He knows to beat face when face seen. Face open, beat face. What a prodigy. How ingenious. It does not look like... Oh my word. It's a human. Those are glasses. I'm going to be honest, until I looked really close, I thought it was like a Bloom Bro type of deal, where it was like an otter with like a puffy white mustache.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Aha, joke's on you. There's only one of those in my deck.
I know. I just need to get rid of it. I was also testing... I want to see your deck. I want to see if you had a counterspell in hand. Stuff like that.
That's smart, yeah.
And I wanted to stop you from drawing cards when you got to your upkeep. So I get to double check. You have Trigon Predator still, Silverback Elder. Realmbreaker remains in. Goose Mother. Okay, so this just gives me an idea.
Goose Mother is a 1-of in the side deck because it's an X cost that keeps me alive against aggro. I put it in because we haven't gotten to see it yet. That's about it.
That's fair.
I generally like to, you know.
She draws cards too, right? Goose Mom?
I think so, yeah. She can eat food to draw cards. Oh. I forgot to do the snake thing. Whoops. Exhaust. It's new. It's new to us all. Actually, no, it's not. It wasn't in a different form. The Pioneer Masters, but I think it was the... Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm trying. But there is the card in Pioneer Masters that exhausts itself, but in the idea that it will not ready, it'll not untap.
Oh, you're talking about
Exert. Sorry, not exhaust.
Exert and exile.
Yeah.
I can see the confusion. Yeah, those are different.
Different time.
I think there are exert cards in the latest set because it was associated with Amonkhet.
Oh, okay. Amonkhet seems like a cool plane.
Got pyramids and zombies.
Lore beans!
Yeah, I don't like that. This game maybe we'll get the Wincons. I still haven't done that to you.
I mean, does anything do it besides the Realmbreaker tree?
Me?
And the
Outrageous Robbery will do it.
Yeah. More beans.
Oh,
Have
man.
I gone? Am I getting drunk?
That's
on
all the
value?
beans, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm proud
it's
of you, but that's a lot of beans. A perilous.
You're proud of me,
beans.
but you wish I was. You're proud of me, but you wish I was running 4.
This is interesting. I'm not sure what to do in this position. We don't have our beater lands, so...
Concede. That's your only option.
Why won't it let me do that? Okay. Oh, I know what. It's because of my dang high noon. I was trying to play more than one card at a time. Oopsie. I think High Noon is not really helping me right now.
I honestly forgot it was there.
Yeah,
Because I've only been planning on playing one spell a turn anyway.
It may end up mattering soon with all the card draw you have. But
even then, this deck tends to just dump all its mana into some big X cost or another.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I normally would take it out. I just forgot to sideboard.
Oh, I wish you hadn't have seen that. But that's fine. You were going to kill it anyway, I'm sure. Well, there it is. For the taking. Would you like to kill it?
I don't have a kill spell up. What to do? What to do? I wish I had your beans.
You had a taste of them.
I know, and they're my favorite card.
Once you get a taste of the bean, you know, when I first read Beanstalk, I thought it was dumb because I was like, who casts spells worth 5 or more?
It's me. The trick is they don't have to cost 5 or more. They just have to have a mana value 5 or more.
Yeah. You drew that, didn't you?
No, I've had that for a while.
Oh, well, you said you had no kill spell. Oh, that's not a kill spell. I see what you did there.
And I thought you were referring to instant speed removal anyway.
Oh. I wish I would. I love that Garrick's Uprising is giving your creatures trample right now. That's the other reason it's in the deck I forgot to mention. It just gives things trample. All of it. All the time.
All of it, all the time. Trample.
So in my head, Troyan is actually Helga's best friend. But also kind of frenemies because they do the same thing. I'm going to ping you for 1 because I can.
Are you sure you don't want to block?
It's too late now.
Oh.
I'm okay.
This I did just draw.
Okay, that's fair. Now, poison's not a real win con for your deck, right?
I've definitely won through poison in testing.
Oh, really?
Yep. It turns out if you just keep your opponent from winning, basically anything you have can turn into a win con.
That's the secret. Just wait till I break out the fishing pole deck. Oh, hey, it's a new card I haven't gotten to play yet.
I eagerly await the fishing pole deck.
It's too late because, like, you know, it comes in tapped.
Well, maybe you'll draw something that can be used. I mean, everything else you draw will come in tapped also, but, you know, maybe you'll draw Monkey and things to cast with it. They'll gain you life.
I did draw this, but I gotta do math. Math is hard. So if we do... Oh, you know what? Makes this easier. Let's do this. 3, 4, 5... See, the problem is I can make them. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Math is hard, Ben. Yeah, I can't make that many. So then I wouldn't be able to.
Goose Mom? Okay.
It's food.
Well, you took your time manual tapping, so I'll take some time too.
I guess you're... I did forget to untap the mana that I didn't use, though. Hey, where'd you get that?
From your deck. Outrageously. Robbed. You may use your Sky Serpent Seeker's Exhaust ability at instant speed if you want. I don't know
I think...
Maybe you have something else you want to play.
This isn't really going to help me, but... Because there's no amount that I can really pump into this that will keep me alive.
Did you draw your last mutation? We did!
Yeah. But you can just pay for it, no matter how much I put into it.
Well, I don't think I will even pay for it, because your Goose Mom comes in tapped, and then you won't have mana to spend on the foods.
That's true, yeah. Exactly.
So I'll just take my trampling. Well, that part's still resolved? Why did that still resolve?
Oh!
Did you forget to target my spell?
I forgot to target your spell, yeah.
Oh. Well,
right.
it wouldn't have mattered. All right. Well, that was some jank.
Yeah, seriously. Wow.
Your deck made me sweat more than I thought it would. I'll admit.
Well, listen. Once it gets a little bit, once it gets baked up a little bit more, it does kill people, who aren't playing decks with no creatures, because then I steal their creatures. Because the Mockingbirds are an absolute menace.
This is a good time to talk about like good matchups and bad matchups on the standard.
This is a bad matchup for my deck.
Control.
So anything that doesn't play creatures, because my creatures are going to be bigger, and then I'm going to take your creatures too.
And what are your good matchups?
I just told you.
Oh, anything that plays creatures?
Okay. Yeah, aggro. Anything that plays a lot of little stuff. Because I can ramp fast, and I can put down things hard, and I think my favorite is when I ramp to 6 mana by turn 3, and then I drop a Gold Vein Hydra, and then they just concede. That's happened multiple times. Like, I don't know what they were.
Consoles.
Yeah, I don't know what they were expecting. The Gold Vein Hydra is amazing in this deck.
It's a great card.
I love it a lot. I want to put Big Stompy in, probably.
Galta?
Yeah, sorry. That's just my name for him.
12 mana Galta.
Yeah.
Right.
He doesn't cost 12 mana in this deck, so we kind of prepay for him.
I think Galta's a she, but I'm not positive.
That was all right. That's just Jurassic Park, where the dinosaurs can change their genders at will.
And I'm running Orjav Wincons, and my deck sucks against control and combo because we don't have blue mana to play the anti-control and anti-combo game. But we're good. We're better than most control decks against aggro, because specializing into white-black gives us the most tools against aggro. Control decks don't always have... They can't fill their deck with just anti-aggro answers, and counterspells are usually bad against it, especially in the current meta. So the fact that we're not running any counterspells means we have a higher density of answers to aggro. We get good value versus mid-range. Very occasionally ramp decks can get ahead on us, but unless they're doing instant speed combo-y stuff like Zur, we're usually fine. We have good answers in our sideboard enchantments. So, definitely some adjustments that might need to be made now that we're in Aether Drift Standard in regard to answers to non-creature artifacts, which is what I noticed with Realm Breaker. We suck against Mill because Mill is one of our strategies, but we're not doing it very quickly.
And anyone who can take your lands apparently was a problem for you.
No, I don't care about taking lands. that was fine.
You don't run into that a whole lot.
I just wanted not all my deck in the graveyard, you know.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Thankfully, neither of us won through mill any of those games. We were able to just close it out with beats before then.
Yeah, I usually draw a lot more cards than I did, but I think you did a good job of not letting me get anything.
That's control, baby.
Yeah.
All right. We've got
this
a
deck,
bonus game coming right up.
This is a very snowball deck, right? So it kind of struggled against yours, because if turn 3 and 4 comes around, and I'm at my 7 mana and I've got my X cost creatures, you're kind of done for. But you had answers to all of it, especially ripping the counter spells out of my hand, which are kind of key in matchups that are trying to mess with my strategy in any way, which most of the meta is. So this is about I think this is probably the jankiest jank that I've brought so far as like jank levels. I don't know. That's not true. Is that true?
No,
remains to be seen.
It can't be.
Yeah, it can't be.
It's a ramp deck.
Yeah, it's a ramp deck.
Let's see here. What would I judge as your jankiest jank? Jankiest jank. Rule of 2 is pretty janky.
That is janky.
Inherited power. Okay, inherited powers are jankiest decks. That's what I would say. No question.
Okay, it's good.
Right.
No votes for snake food.
It's a good deck.
Jank decks can be good. You told me that last week.
But it's like, okay, sacrifice stuff to the snake. I love it.
That's true. Yeah.
I think that's great. Make material for the snake. Feed the snake grows and kills your opponent. I don't think that's too janky. I think the inherited power weirdness is like the last jank. That's a real one. All right.
I love floating. I love floating the counters around. Anyway.
We need to give out awards for this night of Jenkins.
Yes.
Somehow, despite some sweats, and I play control to feel calm and safe, and I didn't always feel calm and safe. I didn't feel terribly in danger either, because I always knew like I had the answer for the next thing. It's just, do I have the long game? Is he going to mill me out? But
we didn't
I
really
was
get
able
to
to
see
overcome.
Market Backwalker either, did we?
No, I would have liked to see that. But I do have enough exile removal that I think it wouldn't have done much. But don't know. So it looks like what Wincons, despite its low Wincon count, takes the cake for strongest jank. But who's got the dankest jank? The jankiest jank? I think I'm going to vote Helga, because you really committed so much to the X spells bit. If it was just like a ramp deck with good cards and with an Atraxa, I would have said no way. But
I'll take it. Because she brought her friends, like she's like, hey guys, let's go get exiled and killed and destroyed. Yay.
This is the most X-rated deck you've played yet.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's fun. It's too bad that I took out the Jade Light Spelunkers, because we could have been even more X-rated.
That's true.
But the Jade Light Spelunkers weren't really doing anything that the other cards weren't already doing. Yeah. The one thing I'm really sad about is that I just love stealing things with Mockingbird in this deck. Because the flexibility of like putting that X on anything I want means I could just steal anything I want, creature wise, and that we didn't really get to see that. So, but as we do, we come back to decks when we want to see them perform against other types. So you'll see Helga again, because I like it, and it's a weird deck, and it's a hard. I have to. It's got some growing to do, but so does Helga, and it's all about her journey.
Her journey into exile and back.
That's right.
Right. Well, I got to play my own Helga and my own beans, so I'm happy. That's my jank angle, is I get to win with your own cards.
That's right. That I will say that's, I love how every episode has a janky moment, and I love that time we were playing each other's decks because of Runebreaker Tree. That was great.
So you wanted to bring back for a bonus game?
Yeah.
A different deck?
I'm going to play Dragons one more time.
What do you want to play against? I don't think I want to play Control unless you want to see how the matchup goes.
No. Let me look at Dragon Sword and make sure I put the new card in. It's not a lot of changes. I just I crafted... let's see here. I want to take out the Dragon Lord Servants, and I want to replace them with... I thought I put them in, but it doesn't look like it. What was the name of the card? Do you remember off the top of your head?
Colleagon Warmonger.
Warmonger, that's right.
Warmonger, yeah.
You know what? I'll just put him in as a 4-of. He's not expensive. And then
I'd say so.
There's that new Aether Drift card that I want to try, Draconautics Engineer, but it's rare and I don't think I have it.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to make one. But I think that might be interesting. I've pulled it up on screen for anyone looking. So Draconautics Engineer is a 2-mana Goblin Artificer. Got it. Exhaust 1 red mana. Other creatures you control gain haste, which is nice when you're dropping your big dragons. And exhaust for 4 mana to create a dragon. So it's just like a really solid... It looks like a really solid 2-drop. I'd probably play it as like a 2-of. It might just be a draft card, though. I might have draft brain on that one. I don't know.
It's seeing some constructed play in combo decks. I don't know if it's going to see play in fair, just bait down creature decks. Maybe it
just seems. It seems like It seemed like it's just another easy way, unlike the Carnelian Orb of Dragonkite is easy, but it just seems like more of that on a creature.
Yeah, Haste Enabler is good. All right, I've sent a challenge for our bonus game.
Yeah, I just realized I forgot to save the deck after I made the changes, so I got to do them again.
Okay, and I have selected Fecund Butts. We've already mentioned this deck several times this episode, and it's a deck I really enjoy.
I can't remember the name of this card. Just tell me one more time.
Warmonger. Colleagon Warmonger.
Is it just because it's not a unique name?
It's a unique name. When have you ever met a Colleagon Warmonger?
Warmonger. Ah, see, that's where you were throwing me off. All right. Let's do it.
Should I say Warmonger?
Yes. Yes,
Colleagon Warmonger. There's a 3-mana 3/2 with haste that pulls dragons.
All right, initiate.
All right,
let me show you what I've collected.
Let me initiate you into the way of pain.
There are no creatures in my opening hand. I don't like that.
We have a great hand, folks. This is like one of the best hands I've seen out of this deck.
Well, good luck, because good luck to me.
All right, good luck to you.
No key pieces, but I kept it because it does have Warmonger in it. So,
I pull off the dream 1-3 curve. Ooh, you get to bounce land.
Oof.
We are 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, didn't feel a stick. 1, 3, 5. That's our dream curve.
Now you just need Helga.
I don't need Helga. We don't need Helga where we're going. Although she does have a butt. She's a 1/3. She's got a butt.
6/7. Yeah.
Your plunderer, so generous. Oh man. Okay, well, I don't think we can play that yet.
Ooh, a card that might be useful later. Could be.
Okay, we get to do something cool now. We have Splunking out. We can Silverback Elder for a land. Have that land enter untapped. And then immediately use it to get another land. Have that land enter untapped. Bouncing this back. I think we actually missed a mana there, but that's fine. And then we can play another Silverback Elder. Grab another land because I love lands.
You're not going to kill me with lands this time, are you?
No.
Okay.
I'm just going to have a lot of them.
It's a running gag at this point, I think. One of our first.
Don't worry. It may be returning at some point.
What do I do? What do I do? I mean, that's a lot, and I don't have a lot of answers for it. Like, I have dragons, but there's just one.
7 to everything?
I don't have, like, 6 dragons.
I've only got one card in hand. I've already vomited it out. It's all on the board for everyone to see. Warmonger! Hasty boy, but I have blockers.
I just attack with him anyway to see what he does. I haven't won. I just want to see what it feels like. Okay. That's what it feels like.
You know what? I'm not even gonna block.
Okay.
You can take your damage.
5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you don't have lethal technically.
Not yet, but that might change. We'll see what the Genesis Wave brings.
Oh. What did it bring?
Not lethal, it looks like.
Should I be running Genesis Wave and Helga? I think I kind of shied away from X-Cost spells and more towards X-Cost creatures because it's Helga, but Troyan is there, and I do have lots of mana.
Oh, no, we actually got lethal.
Oh.
With the tapping.
Well, you know what I always say. I'm never going to get complained about getting smashed to death in the face by a monkey. Like,
Silverback Elder.
Alright, what did I put? How big was your stuff? I actually was also mostly pretty small, but the problem is they're ETBs.
Alright, what do we need in this matchup?
We do need that.
Mm-hmm.
Down on.
We try that.
That, go down on that, go down on these.
Okay, this time I've actually sideboarded.
I'm still laughing at the comment that someone posted earlier in the stream saying, I just realized you all are playing one another. I thought one of you was in the background. Just kind of goes to show you, you know, how, I guess, little Magic content there is of friends just playing each other. Which is
There's a lot in paper, but yeah, it's not something for Arena. All right, we don't have our Dream Start for sure. Elves a little late to the party.
So for those just tuning in, we're winding down at the end of the stream like we usually do, where after an intense janking off, we go back to some of our old jank to gather some post-jank clarity on them.
You just said the word jank so many times. It's almost like it's in the name of the show.
I know.
Okay, what can we do
So
here?
I've returned to one of my favorite janks, last week's jank, the mono red Dragon's Horde, which, as you know, is red's favorite type of deck. Ramp into big creatures. That's how red plays. Nice and slow, steady. Gotta stabilize and then ramp out to those big creatures. You know, mono red stuff.
You're speaking my language. All right, we've successfully put up a blocker for the Warmonger.
Do I still attack with a minute? No, I don't need to.
I will block this time.
Yeah.
Let's put on another blocker. Our green shell, so fecund.
He's cool. You know, I like him.
I like turtles.
Oh, really? Well, you might like a future deck. I love hinting at spoilers of future jank. You know, I wonder if there's any eagle-eyed viewer out there that whenever I go to select my deck sees all of the potential janks they haven't seen
Yeah,
yet.
there's potential janks visible on my screen too. Oh, Hasty Twin Flame. That's sketchy.
Yeah. You know what? I will attack, because if you block, you die.
Well, my creature dies, which I don't want. Okay,
You'd
what do we
rather
play
just take
here?
6.
We're a little slow. A little slow on
The
this
Twin
one.
Flame Tyrant is he new in Foundations, or is he a reprint?
I don't know. He wasn't in Standard previously, but outside of Standard, I do not know.
Maybe somebody can let me know in the comments. Or I could look it up. But it's more fun. You know, one of my pet peeves online is when someone asks a question and then someone's like, just Google it. I'm like, yeah, I know, it's faster, it's more efficient, but you lose that human connection. Do we all forget that it's more fun to ask people questions and give answers, and how good it feels to give people an answer to a question that they have? Did we just forget that part? Sorry. Side rant. Done.
Rant over.
Yep.
If a source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent that opponent controls, it deals double that damage instead. That's intense.
Yeah, it's an intense dragon.
That's,
I just wish I had more mana
me
so
too.
that I could, you know, cast another dragon after that one.
I'm glad I took out your orb, I think, because Hasty Terror would basically kill me.
Yep.
All right, how much mana do we have here? It's Genesis Wave math time.
I hope I survive, because I have a question about what would happen. I don't want to spoil it.
You're going to survive almost certainly. I might have a good combo turn because I do have Nissa out. Oh, and we hit 2 monkeys. That's really good.
Ooh, that's... Oh, no, please, no. You said you wouldn't do it. Sorry, flashbacks to getting pinged in the face to death. It's not nearly enough, but sorry, I just reflex.
You're a funny guy. Here's another ping.
Yeah.
Another green shell. I'm still hitting. So, okay, let's see what happens now.
For reference, even off camera, Ben often kills me with land drops. And, you know, you start to wonder what it does to a person's mental health.
I've never actually wondered that, to be honest.
After we got done talking about how, you know, I'm completely fine when you play Sunfall and Control and kill all my stuff, but I guess I'm starting to get a little triggered about getting shot in the face with deserts. That's a lot of power on board. I think you may have found lethal.
But you have blockers is the problem.
Yeah,
And all
true.
my attackers, I mean, most of my creatures have summoning sickness.
But one of them's a cool dragon. I wouldn't block
Wait,
that
I
one.
might be able to find lethal. I have to get lucky with my draws, though. I'm just going to keep gaining life, because I don't know when you can one-shot me out of nowhere.
If you didn't have Reachers, it'd be possible.
I don't know. I've seen some terrifying combo turns with Terror of the Peaks in Standard.
This isn't a combo deck, though. This is a play cool dragons deck. Oh, I won't get to see it anyway. So my question is, I have another Twin Flame Tyrant And I just wanted to know if the damage was quadruple.
Yeah, that stacks. As we found out in episode, this would be episode 3 of our show. Where, I might have lethal. Let's see. I have to be very careful though. Where I doppelganged my friend's Terravit Beaks for.
Oh my goodness! How did I forget? That really hurt.
For X=4, and.
And did you happen to kill me with some lands?
Yes, that was a land kill. Oh, here's another ping, just because.
It's gonna. I mean, to this day, it's still gonna be harder to get jankier than doppeljank.
I love that deck. Okay, I should make sure I don't accidentally deck myself. You know what they say: check yourself before you deck yourself.
That's right.
So I should probably stop playing cards at some point, but I could make sure it's extra lethal by tapping your last blocker.
I think you should keep going. Do you have any beans? You should play some beans.
No beans in this deck. I know, I'm playing a green-focused deck without beans. What madness is this?
It's like Popeye without his spinach. What are you doing?
Okay, that'll do. GG. Wow, I was not expecting that. Nissa pops off.
Oh, there are a couple of cards in Dragons that I'd like to see fire. Mostly the weird sorceries.
Wait a minute. Was that a best of 1? Oh no, that was the best of 3 and we did 2 games?
Yeah, it was game 2.
Wow, that went quickly.
Yeah, it really did. But it looks like our time is come to a close.
It is. The hour has come.
So we're back to our normal schedule. I do have things, T-Forge tournaments, but they're all on Saturdays. So we'll be fine to be back to the not Wednesday edition of Jank-Off with Banner Break.
Sunday Jank-Off coming right up next week. Next weekend, Friday to Sunday, is actually Pro Tour Chicago, Pro Tour Aether Drift. So I'm still not sure. I may be restreaming some of the coverage. I'd have to decide on that, but I'd like to at least watch some of it, and I may stream live.
Yeah. It's hard to learn any jank from Pro Tours, though. Most people are playing, good stuff.
I will say, though, Team Sanctum of All, notorious team of jank brewers. They're always putting out some impressive jank.
That is interesting. I might tune in then. I don't know much about it, so I probably shouldn't be making comments about it. But
well, it's an open decklist tournament, so I'll make sure to message you excitedly if Team Sanctum of All submits some weird jank again. But they usually do.
Or if you see, something that had potential to be jankified. Like something, I'm sure there are lots of times where, you're watching the pros and people like sideboard a one of or something, and you're like, that would make a good jank deck.
I don't know. You'll have to do so. You'll have to watch and find out.
Maybe I'll have to do it. Yeah.
All right. Regardless, next weekend, Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is actually midnight Monday UTC, we will be back here again to jank off. I think Pro Tour Chicago will be over by then. But if not, we'll be cutting into the grand finals. Oh well.
Yeah.
Jank comes first. I've already got my deck picked out. Just need to straighten up the sideboard a little bit, and we'll be ready to roll.
I've got options, and it'll depend on what happens with me and Aether Drift this coming week.
Indeed. Well, I wish you luck in your expanding your collection, collector.
I usually wait for new sets to come to Quick Draft before I really start collecting all the cards, because I'm a decent enough drafter, and that's my preferred method of card acquisition. And it's a lot cheaper to just run a bunch of drafts when you're quick drafting.
Yeah, I'll play a couple, maybe 1 to 3 Premier drafts before Quick Draft comes out usually. But I've already done one. It was okay. It was reasonably fun.
Well, I will say I've done the calculations, and if you're going for raw card value, sealed gives you the most for your money, but you can't. That's probably why you can't play coins for sealed, because they know that.
You're also not able to rare draft, and you're just given X number of rares from your packs.
I guess it's just raw number of cards then. But all right, I'll stop interrupting and let us sign off for real.
Yeah, hope you enjoyed the jank. You hear content creators say this all the time, but likes and comments, subscriptions, follows, it all contributes to the algorithm, which contributes to more viewers, more people interacting, more people excited for what we're doing, I hope. So let me know what you're excited about in the comments, and we'll see what we can make happen. I'm
just saying, Ben and I will jank off whether you're here or not, but we much prefer janking off in front of others. All
right, viewers. With that image in mind, good night.